What I think of the CRCT checkpoints ITBS.
It is very boring. Do not do it.
75 minutes worth of
2 hours worth for me sitting there.
Great, Alec. That's great.
Any thoughts on standardized testing in general?
I hate them. They're bad. I don't like them. Because honestly, I suck at standardized tests. Sarah Martin, and I am a junior, 11th grade. I took both the ACT and the SAT. I did bad on the SAT and pretty good on the ACT. No, because I'm a straight A student, so that doesn't make any sense.
Regina Kramer, and I am a 5th grade teacher at Summit Hill Elementary. This is my 29th year of teaching and my 19th year of teaching 5th grade. I think it's hard because it doesn't really test every child, and it's one day in the life of a child. They're held accountable for their whole math curriculum during one morning of testing. And to me, that doesn't measure a total child. Well, I think the thing that bothers me the most is that really with the stress we put on children, the testing. And I will say the stress that's been put on teachers. Even here at Summit Hill, there's an atmosphere this week. When we started testing, of course we only tested 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, but there is this like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna say something wrong, am I gonna be put in jail for what I say? Did I look at a child the wrong way? You're having to look at children and say, I can't help you, and the stress is just unbelievable, and that's what standardized testing has gotten to. I don't like it. I think it's just that part of it bothers me, and the other part is what you've worked on is the fact, does it truly measure the whole child? No, absolutely not. We forget about the whole child. We need to teach them to be good citizens. Can they be a good team player within a group situation? And you learn that through school. You learn that in your classes. Can they be a good leader? Can they have the skill to be a good friend to somebody? You can't measure those with a standardized test. And you look at our society, and we need all those kinds of people. You need not just the child who can make a good score on a math test. You need the child who can be the good friend, who can be the good leader, who can be the good peacemaker within a group. That's what I see in a daily classroom that you can't see on a test. The test. In the past, beginning of my career teaching 5th grade, I taught the curriculum. And now, even as a veteran teacher, I find myself thinking, okay, do I think this is going to be on the test? Is this something they're going to need to know for the test? And I used to believe if you teach the standards, you teach the curriculum, then they're going to pass the test. I find myself teaching more test-taking skills than I do the actual learning process of what they're supposed to be understanding. You know, what's more important, learning the curriculum or learning how to pass the test? And I believe as a teacher that the teachers that I work with, we're more concerned about the kids got to pass the test, they've got to pass the test, and not helping them understand the reason why things are the way they are, building on a good foundation. So, how do you fix it? Either get rid of it. I know teachers who would like to get rid of grades totally. You either pass or you fail. You meet the criteria for that standard and you move on. Or you get rid of it, or you come up with that assessment that has open-ended questions. And you think about the child's, their processing, not just the final answer. I'd like to get rid of them. We spend too much time testing children. Way too much time. If I documented the hours that my class, my 5th graders have sat and done testing this year, because they have to do ITBS testing, they do checkpoint testing with the county. That's probably happened since you were in Fulton County. It's checkpoints, it's standardized test for Fulton County. And they have to sit in total silence, and they do these tests, and the results are sent to us to help guide our instruction. But that's days of teaching that are taken away from us because we're testing children, and then they have to take their writing assessment, and they do right score assessments. I feel like I spend more time with children in this classroom being silent, taking tests, than I do actually teaching them curriculum. Sad.
Like math, like fractions. What in the world are you gonna do? Be a pizza man? I think you can learn that at Domino's. But I stink at math. So that's next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday. Good luck on that, because I'm kind of a math whiz. Too bad we can't change brains, so I can learn everything that you need to learn, and then you just need to sip on juice all weekend, and then I can flip that. Would that be easier?
I guess.
The kids don't stand a chance.